2, 1. We're live. So I want to do some twin flame nonsense clarified, okay? Because the last video I made has caused a little bit of a confusion for some people, either on TikTok or Instagram. So I kind of want to clarify the stuff you hear about twin flames and like how you can basically change that. Because you have the story, okay? Now, the story keeps you stuck in the narrative. I know normally I announce when I'm going to do a live, but I didn't get to do, hi, Florila. I didn't get to do a live yesterday because I am in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I arrived here on Friday and yesterday was Gay Pride. So I went there and I have met a high-level soulmate or maybe a twin ray. Haven't understood what the person is in Sao Paulo, and he is here with me in Rio, traveling. But anyway, he's Brazilian. What I want to explain to you is stuff that people say about twin flames that is nonsensical, which keeps you stuck in a pattern. The thing with twin flames is everything is unique journey to each individual person. It's not to do the same thing does not apply to everyone, okay? So that video I talked about high-level soulmates, whether you can date others, did get a little bit of controversial backlash with some people, okay? Some of the things people saying like, oh no, if you date others, they will mirror you and they will also choose separation and date others too. That's not true. That is not true. And you should do things because of what feels right for you and not because of another person. So each twin flame have their own unique paths. Okay, because I do know some twin flames that were able to stop obsessing and thinking about their DM and were able to date other people, and it actually helped them. It helped them to get rid of the obsession, it helped them to heal certain wounds and blocks, and it helped them to figure out how they needed to be treated. Okay, now the current person I'm with is a psychic, a medium, and a witcher. They are very, very spiritual, connected with the world out there. There's such a high level connection, not as high as the twin flame, just slightly below. With the twin flame, it is completely astral, get out the body. It's not a physical experience, especially when you're intimate with them. For me anyway, for the DF, it is completely ethereal, not a human experience. But with this person, it is a physical experience, and it's different. And this person treats me with a lot of love and respect, which I wasn't expecting. But basically, if you have been following me on this journey, you will understand I have been a huge only advocate of twin flame, okay? But after the ayahuasca experience, I was told to date divine men because focusing on the twin flame does not help the twin flame and does not help them to heal. They think you're sitting at home waiting for them and they just carry on their madness and nonsense. And I was told that yes, twin flame union will happen and marriage and kids and stuff like that. But then I went through the whole journey because my twin flame stopped acting crazy, where I was at a stage where I could not forgive. If you remember correctly, I could not forgive, could not even think about going back with this person because of all the stuff. My twin flame was very toxic, and I don't know how to repair that, but you leave it to the universe. Anyway, so I downloaded a dating app and I dated a few people and they were all very spiritual, and each time I got more and more and more, but it became very tiresome on dating apps and I was just very exhausted. So I asked the universe or God for a deep connection. And I was in the south of Brazil, in Foz do Iguaçu, and I met someone who loves Jesus, okay? So there are lots of signs and synchronicities. Loves Jesus and is Catholic and very strong, well, very good connection. Not very strong connection, but very good connection. But obviously then I was going to Sao Paulo and I asked for even deeper connection. And then I met someone that I've told you is a high-level soulmate or twin ray who is a psychic medium witcher. Very interesting, and witches are very interested in divine feminine energy, because what he said to me yesterday was being with you is like coming to a holy church, because that's how the divine masculine feels. When they come to the divine feminine, they feel like they're coming to a holy temple, a holy vessel, and they have to be at their best behavior, and they don't feel holy enough, so they run. Whereas the person I'm with now actually feels very peaceful and understood. They never felt understood in their entire life because they're also autistic and whatever else, but never felt really understood and felt alone. But with me, it's peace. So because our energy is very peaceful, very loving, okay, very pure, and you deserve that, and you can actually move on in a sense, okay? So when I was dating other people, I didn't feel guilty, I didn't feel shameful. I didn't even see any signs on my twin flame until not this Sunday, the Sunday before. I think I saw his name 3 times. Yesterday I saw his name once, and then I've seen his name here and there, okay? But otherwise, it's not really bothering me. And it's actually good for the divine masculine to know that you're not going to sit around waiting for them. So for some, okay, I'm going to debunk some of the myths, okay? So I've always been an advocate of divine masculine and union and mission, always, right? But I have also always said that the divine feminine, when ascended, will most likely will attract a high-level soulmate, okay? And soulmates come into your life to help you heal certain things and help you move you on, and so that you can understand, maybe let go of resentment, but also understand what you deserve. I know some twin flames who never got back with their divine masculine. Never. They decided to stay with their soulmate, okay, the high-level soulmate, because it was nice, it was easy. The soulmate spiritual, you're spiritual, you can do your mission together also. Whereas, with the divine masculine, they're not spiritual. It's the opposite to you, okay? Now, they do still think, sorry, there's dogs outside going crazy outside. Now, they do think that about their DM sometimes, but not all the time, Okay, so for some, I've also always said, don't go looking for a soulmate from a place of emptiness and lack. Only when you are feeling love, vibration, and you are feeling aligned, will the universe or God bring it into your life naturally. So it's all about allowing it to come from a place of wholeness and completion, not from a place of desperation and emptiness. And I've also always said that a soulmate can help to heal things. And some people call them garbage collectors, but I don't really like that term. But they will also mirror where your issues are, which can help your union go forwards. So this concept that, if you choose separation, your twin will choose separation. But some twin flames, that is the case, especially if you're doing it from a place of emptiness, lack, need, and want. That can happen. But for some twin flames, if the DF chooses a high-level soulmate or decides to move on, it can really give a kick up the ass to the DM to fix up. So each twin flame couple will have their own unique path and purpose and lessons. So there's not one way that will work for all, because there is this whole backlash since yesterday's video that, if you choose separation, they'll choose separation. I can't move on, and I'm this and that. And I've talked about this. This is all stories of the mind. If you believe in all the tarots and psychics and all the nonsense that keeps getting fed on the internet about twin flames, keeping you stuck in obsession, keeping you stuck for lifetimes or decades in this obsessive nonsense, your DM will never wake up and you will be a celibate nun sitting at home suffering. If you don't want to suffer, choose to not focus on those stories, yeah? And with my content, I have been moving us away from twin flames into ascension, because it's time to stop focusing on this story. It's only a story, okay? I know it's a deep connection. And some people say, I can't move on because I don't feel the same way with anyone else. And I've said this too as well. Twin flame is like Disneyland, but you don't go Disneyland every day. You have the experience, you had the catalyst, you learned from it, it helped you heal. But where are they right now? They're not there right now, are they? So you can, if you want, if God brings a high-level soulmate who is loving and caring, choose to go that way. And you can get to a stage where you're not feeling guilty, feel like you're cheating, or thinking about the DM all the time. You actually can move on. There's an amazing, she's half Indian, half white British girl called Sim. I can't remember what her YouTube handle is, but she talks about the fact, she's amazing. There's 2 British twin flame coaches that I really like. Anyway, I'll probably put it in the comments below their handles. But she talks about how her twin was very toxic and she was going to get married to a high-level soulmate, and she was literally at the church. But for some reason, in the end, she chose her twin flame. But some twin flames do not. Some DFs do not choose, okay? They decide that they will just move on with a soulmate, and that's fine. And you don't know what's going to happen, okay? So whatever's in front of you presenting, Enjoy it. And it might last only for a few weeks, a few months, a few years. Who knows? But you deserve to be treated like royalty. So for me, I am learning now to accept divine love and what I deserve. So, you know, having breakfast made for me in bed, or dinners or lunches, or doors opened, handheld, devotion. I never had this from my twin flame. Actually, in fact, I never had it from quite a lot of exes. There was always from my exes love and devotion, but from a conditional perspective. And my exes didn't tend to cook or do anything chivalrous towards me, right? Whereas I am experiencing that now. My vibration is high, and I'm attracting high level soulmate. Okay, and therefore it can actually progress your journey and excel it further, especially if you want to get into union. Now, for me, do I want to get into union? I don't really care. Do I want to be my twin flame? I don't really care. A few weeks ago, I was like, before ayahuasca, I was like, yes, no matter what he does. And he was doing a lot of shit. And then a few weeks ago, I was like, I don't want to be with him because I was feeling very resentful. Now, being with the high-level soulmate has helped me to remove and let go of my resentment, which is good. But I'm at a place where I don't really care. I'm happy by myself. I'm happy with high-level soulmate and see what happens, right? I just don't know what's going to happen. But all I know is this. You deserve divine love. You deserve to be treated like royalty. And if you are ready and you're in a place of fullness and love, then if God brings in a high-level soulmate, then you should go for it if you want to. Some of you are like, I cannot. If you cannot love another, you cannot love your twin flame. You cannot love yourself, okay? So we have to learn to love everyone equally. They say if a soulmate comes into your life, love them like you would your DM. Don't ever make your soulmate feel less than your twin flame. The twin flame will always be your mirrored self, always the opposite, okay? The yin to your yang. So they will never be in the same line as you. They'll be you, but opposite. So for example, the high-level soulmate is spiritual, and you understand the same concepts. We're into Abraham Hicks. We're into all the same damn things, okay? There's so many synchronicities with our past as well. Whereas with the twin flame, there is synchronicities or similarities, but they're opposite. Everything is opposite. So what I'm saying is this. For some twin flames, yes, if you choose a high-level soulmate and choose separation, your twin will do the same. But for some of you, it is needed because you are too damn obsessed. I'm a naturally obsessive person, and my attention was not being redirected. So right now it's completely redirected, and that's good because it gives the DM the space to be able to breathe and heal and feel the loss of you so they can heal. Now, we don't do it for that reason, but the universe decides to do it that way. And once it's done, then you don't have to be with them, but it's the gift you're giving to them to be able to wake up. They can only wake up once your energy is completely severed and focused on self, and when you have let go and you don't care. You don't want them, you don't not want them, you're at a place of 0 point. Okay, because some of you are like, I cannot be anyone else but him. Still chasing energy, still obsessive energy, still focused on them energy. They won't wake up. You have to completely let go and not give a shit and not care and just focus on self. Focusing on self also means focusing on love and receiving love, which can be a high-level soulmate. Because if you focus completely on yourself and no one else, you focus on what do I want to eat? Where do I want to sleep? How do I want to travel? What do I want to dress? Who do I want to meet? Who do I want to date? You are living like a single person, okay? And that is a form of self-love because you are treating yourself the way you want. But if you are still saying, oh, I can't date others, the DM is better connection, blah, 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 you're still not surrendered. You're still stuck on them. Now, you can be equally surrendered and not date others. You can be so self-consumed in your purpose, in your mission, your friendship, other things in life. That's okay too, you know? But remember, this is not from the mind, this connection, this journey, this evolution of self. It is from the divine that is orchestrating everything, okay? So like I said, I met someone in Foz Iguazu who loves Jesus, and I love Jesus too. But anyway, the person I'm traveling with now, He's known as Jesus, and I keep seeing Jesus everywhere. I saw a picture. I'll post it soon. So there is this. I think Jesus, the ascended master, is kind of guiding this connection right now, and my journey, and that's okay, and it's fine, and you embrace it. Whatever's given to you, you accept and you enjoy. So I'm not saying you should all date, but I'm saying for some of you, the universe will bring you a high-level soulmate when you are ready to help you to go to the next level. So you stop obsessing about your DM and you completely let go and you trust and you allow and you give them the space to be able to focus on themselves. That's the gift you're giving to them. It's not actually a disservice. It's not a cheating. It's not a lying. It's not anything like that, because you're actually stopping the bombardment of your energy towards their direction, bringing it to yourself, living your life, completely surrendering, letting go, not caring about others, but just focusing on what you deserve. That gives them the space to be able to grow up, okay? And understand what you are to them. And then if they want to come in, they can. And if you want to be with them, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You actually can live a good life without your DM. And I want you to know that, okay? It doesn't mean that you will have the same level of Disneyland, highs when you are in the connection. You might not be in the throes of, during intimacy, right? Being in the astral world and journeying and doing all that stuff, which happens to me and most DFs. But I'm telling you, the person I have met, if I hadn't met my twin flame, it's the strongest connection I've ever had. But because I've met my twin flame, that is the strongest connection. So this will be the second strongest. But you allow the universe to surprise and delight you, okay? Don't be stuck on any one person, including the DM. Because basically, before I went to Foz Iguazu, the waterfall place, I met someone at the airport, very cute, who wanted to go for dinner with me. So I was like, okay, so I'm just allowing it to happen naturally. But he was busy, and then I just said, surrender, whatever God wants will come, what the universe wants. Then I met someone who loves Jesus, and then I met someone who's called Jesus. It's just really interesting and crazy. But you can learn a lot from soulmates and high-level soulmates. And each twin flame have their own purpose and path. Some of you are married. Some of you are in karmic relationships. Some of your DMs are in karmic situations. Now that is their lesson in learning to be able to grow. Some of you will be given high-level soulmates for you to be able to grow. And that's okay. If it comes from a place of wholeness and the universe brings it in, that's what's meant to happen for now. And I don't know whether that person will be with you forever or not, but you just go with the flow. Don't stop the flow that the universe is providing you, because you might be blocking your growth and your expansion and your DMs. The story that is being thrown and shoved down your throats by a lot of these people who are making a lot of money from your obsession is to keep you locked in the story, the matrix, the cube of twin flames. You want to break that damn box and fly out of it, and know that there are other people out there who can give you such a deep loving connection now, and you deserve that if you want it. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But leave your comments below, and I'll keep updating you. But break free from the bondages of this twin flame nonsense. There's a lot of misinformation and overt romanticization of the connection, when in fact it's about you and what you deserve and what you want to do and where you want to go. And you can't fuck it up. You can't mess it up. Just because you go this way doesn't mean it's going to mess up, because the universe is in control. You are not.